Would you believe that there are over 250 chartered clubs and organizations on campus that plan over 2,500 events per year? To name a few examples of their activities, these events can include off-campus competitions, conferences, general meetings, bake sales, and everything you can imagine from sandwich boards to writing with chalk on the sidewalk. Our journey begins at ASI. Like all good lean detectives, we started at the Gemba. Here are our Gemba warriors. During our first meeting with Matthew Roberts, he explained that Cal Poly had recently held a Kaizen event to review the scheduling process for all three entities that utilize campus meeting spaces. The three entities include ASI, planning chartered club, religious groups, and fraternity events, scheduling, planning academic-related events, and conference and events, planning for external partner events. He expressed concerns with whether the current ASI plan process was meeting student needs in a timely manner. After our initial kickoff meeting with Matthew, he introduced us to Michelle Crawford. Our kickoff meeting with Michelle started with a brief overview of the EPlan history and scheduling process. She then walked us through the EPlan process as if we were a club scheduling an event. Our first visit with the EPlan left us feeling that there was much room for improvement. Next, we met with our Gemba warriors to collect real-life data and learn how they impact the EPlan scheduling process. We learned that the ASI student team adds value by walking students through each step of the event planning process, by managing a large amount of data, and by adhering to campus policies. We observed the following areas they are challenged by. There appears to be excessive movement of people and paperwork. There are large gaps between specific roles and shifts and significant time lapses between each role in the process. There are 3 student roles that move the process along. Caroline is an enterer and is tasked with transferring information from the EPlan database to the Resource 25 database, also known as R25. She then creates an EPlan checklist to capture important next steps in the process. There are 5 enterers total that work over 60 hours a week. Drew is the only student who manages issues. He is responsible for managing room conflicts to make sure each event has a room or a space. He works 12 hours a week. Carissa is the only student who acts as the confirmer. Her role is to audit the requirements process to verify all steps are complete. She works 12 hours a week. If you were to walk through each step of the process for scheduling events, you would start as the club. The club creates an EPlan capturing all event details. Their club president and advisor must approve the event prior to the ASI enterer acknowledging the request. From here, the enterer records all necessary information into R25 and creates a handwritten EPlan checklist. For all events that require additional Cal Poly approval, R25 automatically sends emails to all the necessary approvers for requirements, such as food safety, risk management, and noise concerns. For all events that have room conflicts, the issuer starts a conversation with the club to identify alternative rooms. Meanwhile, the confirmer watches all events with requirements to monitor approval. Once the event meets all requirements, it is officially booked. From our visit to Gemba, we determined that the main problem that ASI faces is to determine how can CalPolyASI improve the EPlan scheduling process to increase customer satisfaction. Our goals for this project are to identify MUDA and decrease the non-value added steps. Next stop, analysis.